studios in Royal Berkshire. This is United Kingdom Talk with Chris Reardon.
Hello, bonsoir, mon amis. Comment ça va? Ça va bien, merci. I have it on good authority. More and more international viewers are joining us all over the world for our little English chat show. Good morning to you, gang. It's Friday, the 19th of June, 2020, and a warm welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom Talk. Grey outside again today, a little bit grey at the moment. Never mind. I didn't go for my exercise yesterday. Didn't go for my walk yesterday. Well, I did. Or the only place I walked to yesterday was back down to the post office, the local post office, and back again because it was so vile. Yes, the rain just came and came and came, which in a way is a good thing because I've just reseeded the lawn out there and it saves me from watering it. The rain's best anyway, isn't it? Pets like rainwater, don't they? Have you noticed that? Anyone got a cat or a dog or something like that? You know, you've probably got this really nice bowl that you spent some time going in your local pet shop or buying it off Amazon or something like that. You know, you've gone in there into this little pet shop and purchased your pet a lovely little China item. Not an item from, well, it could have been from China, I don't know. Could have been from China, the UK, the Netherlands. Who knows? Who makes pet bowls? Do you make pet bowls? You could probably make yourself one. Get yourself one of those potter's wheels. You remember those? Remember that thing on the BBC? Years ago, they had in between the programmes, because in those days, of course, the programmes just didn't follow one after the other, you know. One programme finished, bang, you get the little adverts for other programmes, bang, someone with an accent comes on and announces the next one, and bang, it starts. It's all very, very good now, dear. In those days, of course, I don't think whether they timed the programmes or not, but they used to put on little things, little sort of mini films in between each television programme. And one of those things was as Potter's. Maybe they put it on so that you go and have a wee in between the programmes. Now we don't have time. You know, sometimes in between, I don't know, Holby City and whatever's on after that, Casualty maybe, is it? No. Is it Holby City and Killing Eve? Oh, I can't remember. Say it was Holby City and Killing Eve, you know. So Holby City, there I am, glued to the screen to see what Jack Naylor is going to do next. Because if you ever want anyone to work on you, to do an operation on you, you would choose Jack Naylor from Holby City. Absolutely. No question in my mind. That's such a great actress. Fantastic. Jack Naylor from Holby City is the lady or the surgeon that I would want working on me if there was anything wrong. I've already put it in my notes, you know, at my doctor's surgery. You know, because you can log on now, can't you, and look at your medical records. I have personally requested at the doctor, Jack Naylor from Holby City to work on me if there's anything wrong with me. Wonderful. I love it. And it's so fantastic to see that back on the air. Holby City on BBC One, colour, on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. See, I could do that voiceover, can't I? I always wanted to be the voice behind the globe. That's what I wanted to do. Now on One, it's time to go over to Holby City and see who Jack Naylor is cutting open in tonight's episode of Holby. Do you think if I sent that in, you know, if I sent that in, would they use that? I could be the heavenly voice behind the TV theme, because some of them have that, don't they? Yeah, it's not just for churches that you have heavenly voices. Oh, no. You have it behind certain songs and that. You know, like that absolutely ghastly song, Hallelujah. How much do I hate that? Oh, it's so depressing. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh, dreadful song, dear. Anyway, so that's Holby City. Back to the subject. So the potter's wheel would come on, you see, in between the programmes. Not like now. You've barely got enough time. You dash into the toilet and then just, you know, hearing from the toilet in your living room, you can hear the next programme announced and you're running in with your knickers around your ankles as you're running back into the living room so you don't miss the beginning of the next programme. Not in the old days, they had something on in between the programmes. Plenty of time, not just to stand up and have a little wee, but to sit down as well if you wanted to. You could practically read an entire book while you were sitting there waiting for the next programme to start. Wonderful. And on came the potter's wheel, you see. It was going round and round, and these two hands came. I don't think you ever saw their face. I can't remember now. These two hands came in this bit of old clay. Reminds me of a few people's faces, to be honest. This old bit of clay. They put it in and pulled it apart, and up would come a beautiful vase. You know, or a little bowl or something like that. Wonderful. Wonderful. You see, you could make your own pet bowls, couldn't you? Because I guarantee you, whatever beautiful pet bowl that you've decided to buy in a shop or online, and you spent some time looking at it, looking at all the little pictures on the side, maybe little pictures of cats if it's a cat bowl all round the outside, something like that. You spend, I don't know, 10, 20 quid on that. You bring it home, you take it out of the box, you put it down, and then the cat looks at it, has a sniff, spots a dirty old puddle outside your house, and goes and drinks out of that. What a waste of money. Do yourselves a favour and spend the money on yourself. That's what I say. So no walking yesterday. I just went down to the post office and posted Peter Wright's prize off. He won the Super Chat raffle yesterday, gang, and he won the XL version of our grey hooded top. Congratulations to Peter Wright yesterday. Okay, this week's prize for the Super Chat is another one of our mugs. We did one of these the other week, proved very popular, so we've got another one this week. There's only so many of these have been made because it says UK lockdown on there, and we're kind of coming out of it now, and you can't really give stuff away once it's happened, if you see what I mean. So that's the prize this week, a mug. How do you get a raffle ticket for that? Well, you can't buy raffle tickets, as well you know. If you send us a £1 tip, I will give you one free raffle ticket, £2 too, and so on and so on. All right, and you will get pink raffle tickets. It's pink raffle tickets we're doing for that. Okay, there you go. So that's how that works. So I posted that yesterday afternoon. Believe it or not, I'm way ahead. I like to be ahead with my work, you know. And yesterday I've already recorded the music round for Tuesday's quiz. How far ahead am I? Already done, already in the can, so that's ready to go. I was watching Nicola Sturgeon. Oh yes, gang, it's a little lady from Scotland. Why don't they give her a box to stand on? I always feel a bit sorry for her, you know. You see her at the lectern, at the, what's that Scottish court place where they have the Parliament? What is it called? You know, it looks very modern, that place, doesn't it? Where they got that, you know, where they got the Scottish Parliament. Oh, I can't remember what the name is. Someone will tell us in a minute. But she's there at the lectern. I mean, you just about see her eyes like that. Hello! It's Nicola Sturgeon here. I just want to talk about we won't be following. We won't be following the UK on anything else. We're going to make our own rules. And while we're at it, we need to have another... We need to have another vote on the independence of Scotland. Hello, can you see me? Hello. And this little face appears, doesn't it? Bless her heart, love. Bless her heart. She always looks like she's eaten something, isn't she? Thank you very much. Super chat from Peter Wright. He's feeling lucky, aren't you, Peter? Let me give you 2 more free raffle tickets. He might win the mug. That's next Thursday is the mug raffle. All right, Peter. Thank you very much, Peter. Peter Wright. Thank you, Davo. Good morning, Davo. Davo's liking the mustard shirt. Yeah, it's one of my favourites. I've just washed it, actually. Just washed it. And there you go. 596 and 597 for Peter Wright for the Super Chatter raffle next Thursday. I did a little bit of ironing as well last night, so I've just washed this one. So that was that. I did some of my accounts work. That's like an ongoing. When you're self-employed, you have to keep doing it, keep on top of it. Don't let it go for a few weeks because you get very confused then. As I say, posted Peter's parcel. Oh, well. You know, so I got there. It was raining, but I had my umbrella with us. Got to the post office. Outside, I've put the mask on and I've gone in. There's no one in the shop, okay? So if you imagine a shop, you know, shops, square shop like that, you know. So you go in here. The post office is here. It's just a counter, right, in the shop, right? And at the moment, they want you to walk all the way around. So avoiding people, right? There's no one in the shop. So I walked in there, looked around. saw that there was no one in there. There's a woman here on the till, and there's a lady there standing at the post office till. And I went to walk across, and this old bag here... Sorry, could you walk around the shop, please, sir? There's no one else in there. You know, I could just have easily have gone straight across to that. No, I had to go. I thought, not even worth arguing. Because, you know, that is her right sour-faced old cow it was as well. Look a bit like Nicola Sturgeon, but much older. Sour-faced. So she's sitting there. That I thought to myself, that's your only little bit of power, isn't it, my love? She must love all this coronavirus stuff because it's given her that little bit of power to say, could you walk around, please, sir? I mean, she was nice about it. But why? There's no one else in the blooming shop. Don't you love these people that have to stick by the rules? There's so many of them, aren't there? You know? They walk around with clipboards looking important, and actually, they have absolutely no importance whatsoever. You are more important than them. You are more important than that old bag at Martin McColl's newsagent in Bracknell. There you go, I've mentioned her now. Go in there and have a look. You'll know what one it is straight away. There's an older lady in there. Oh, she's lovely, she is. I think she's from South Africa. South Africa. And she's got the not the mask. She's got the thing comes down. Is it called a shield? Like a shield, like a plastic thing. I thought that's a good thing to have, you know. And she wears that all the time. But generally, they're quite nice in there. There's a young girl in there, you know, big young girl in there, and she can be a bit funny sometimes as well, full of self-importance. Oh, I work at the post. A little bit like, you know, some people work in various organisations, newspapers. There you go. Oh, I work at the Guardian. Don't ever come to me and say that because I'll just laugh in your face. They're rude, the Guardian people. I bumped into some of them. They're rude. They are so full of themselves. It's unbelievable. Oh, look who it is. John Aitken. John, have you got the coronavirus? My corona. My corona. I was thinking about that, John Aitken. John Aitken yesterday went down to have a coronavirus test to see if he's got it. And I don't know why you bothered with that. The easiest way... right, to see if you've got coronavirus is go round to a friend's house, you know, sneeze or cough in their face, and then ring them up the next day and to ask how they feel. If they feel ill, then you've got coronavirus. It's just an easier way of doing it. You've gone all that way into London, and you could have done that, John. Has he got coronavirus next? Perhaps I could do a drum roll. Let's wait for his answer. Come on. Let's find out tonight, this morning on United Kingdom Talk. Has John Aitken got coronavirus? Well, come on, hurry up. I'll have to do another drum roll now. Well, we'll wait for you to answer that. Oh, of course, it's the 20-second delay, isn't it? Has John Aitken got coronavirus this morning? We wait to hear the answer come in live from John Aitken here on Unite. How many times do you want me to do it, for God's sake? Come on, answer the bleeding question. One more. Here we go. Has John Aitken got coronavirus? John Aitken has got the results last night. He's not got it, and he never had it. Well, that would worry me, John. In which case, what other terrible disease did you have, my love? There you go, you see. I would have wanted that to say yes. I would have wanted, if I went and had a coronavirus test, I would want it to have said, yes, you've had it. That would be what I'd like anyway. But if you haven't had that, well, you're obviously ill. So what else did you have, my love? Was there any leakages anywhere? You know, Dr. Chris is in the house, able and happy to assist you, my love. Is there any leakages anywhere or any sort of pus coming out of anything? You know, Dr. Chris is here to assist you. Dave Moses, don't you have to wee on a rat or something? I don't know. I don't know. Dr. Gregorian says it takes 14 days, good morning, to know if someone's got the USA lab-made bio-warfare COVID-19. Morning, Dr. Gregorian. Is it rabies? There you go. Dave O's doctor. Is it rabies? What have we got here? I don't know. Anyway, very pleased to hear that, John. Well done, my darling. What What did I do? Last night, you may have noticed, those of you that are with us at the beginning of the programme, I'm pleased to say the clock, the countdown clock, is back on our opening film. For some reason, when I remixed the video, I forgot to put the clock back on. You know, the countdown clock, that counts down from 2 minutes. So that is now back on there. Although, after that, I tried to do some more video editing. I'm going to start making a new opening video for when we go back to the caravan up there. Because I'm going to use this music. I've decided for Up the Caravan, I'm going to use this music. Hang on, is it this one? No, not that one. 1 minute. No, not that one. No, not that one. No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, I can't find it now. Royalty-free music. Where is it now? That one, is it that one? Is it that one? Is it that one? No, it's not that one. Is it this one? That's it. I have decided that I'm going to use that bit of music for my opening video, Back Up the Caravan, when we go back up there, because the one we've got up there at the moment is too long. I might have to start with that one, depending on whether I can get the thing going. But unfortunately, after I did that, the software kept crashing the computer. I'm not sure that it is that, though, because on the last Windows update, which was, I think it was Wednesday, I'm having trouble starting, not the computer I'm talking to you on, but the one that runs the news, puts the music on and everything else. That's kind of my main computer. It's now having trouble starting up since I did the update. So sometimes I'll push the start button, and it's a Dell computer, and it'll do, and the Dell logo will come up and it will stop and won't go any further, and I have to redo it again. So I might roll back, because I've learnt from the last time. I've now set a restore point. So if you're going to do anything, you should always have a restore point set on your Windows 10. Now, you have to do that. It doesn't do it automatically. So what I'd advise you, if your computer's working very well at the moment, and you've got a Windows 10 on there, right, set a restore point. Okay, and let it do its thing, and it will say restore point set. So in the future, and you should do that perhaps once a week, whatever. In the future, if something goes wrong, you can roll back to that restore point. Now, I didn't have that before when I had that problem a few weeks ago. You remember with the bingo, sending out the tickets when that went wrong? Okay, very, very good idea, that is. Set a restore point. If you don't know how to do it, you know, in the search bar, bottom left-hand corner, just type set restore point and follow it through. Okay, don't follow through, just follow it through. All right? So that's done. Computer getting stuck, trouble starting. I think that's about it. Right, let's say hello to some of you on this morning's show. Let's go. Paul and Lou, good morning to you. Paul and Lou never won anything on this show. Not the bingo, not the raffle, never won anything. They've been there months now, over a year. Those two have been here. Good morning, Paul and Lou. Hello to Jason Hughes, Diane Jebb, morning, Mark Jones. Have you just finished a shift, Mark? Peter Wright, good morning. Mike Rees-Ponto, hello sir. Michael Pullman in Australia. Have you moved now, Michael? I think you've moved, haven't you? Haven't you moved from one place to another? I'm sure you have. Morning to Gavin Bass. Thank you, Gavin, for retweeting my little bits and pieces there. Morning, Michael Lawrence. Millie Davis. Bonsoir, comment ça va, mon ami Millie? Yes, I do all the language. Any language you want me to talk in at all, just ask. I'll be able to do it for you, my love. Let's have a look there. Mike, was it called The Interlude? Yes, I think it was. It was. There was. I don't remember the lady using a spinning wheel, but I remember the pottery. I don't actually remember it from the telly. I remember them talking about it. I think it was possibly before I started watching the telly even. That is going back a little bit, isn't it, eh? Morning to Daniel Woodhouse. Sadiq, good morning from Birmingham. Sadiq Ahmed, Morning to you, sir. I think you're new to the show, so welcome along. I hope you enjoy our little bit of fun that we have here every morning. Davo is in the house up in not Canberra, Cleethorpes. Why did I think you were Canberra? Oh, I'm talking to Michael, aren't I? Yeah, morning Davo in Cleethorpes. Who else have we got here today? Denise. Morning, Denise Andrews. Thank you for your text, Denise. Denise has sent me a parcel. Look. Expect a parcel to arrive tomorrow. Is that now? That's today from Amazon. How exciting. An unknown parcel. I mean, I find it exciting when you order a box from Amazon and it arrives and you know what's in it. How much even more exciting wondering what's in a box. So you just order a box of a random thing. They need to, I mentioned this the other day, they need to do that on Amazon. Where you can have a set figure, £5, £10, £50, £200, whatever you decide, and you click £10 and a random item comes to you and you're not allowed to send it back. How exciting would that be? Wow. And to build the excitement, I'm very sad like this, to build the excitement up, you could receive the box and then just put it aside for a couple of days and wonder what's in there. Very, very exciting. Well, I've got that excitement today coming from Denise Andrews. Thank you very much, Denise. Thank you, Millie. The Scottish Parliament building is the home of the Scottish... Holyrood. That's it. Holyrood. 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 That's it. The Scottish Parliament. It's all very modern in there, isn't it? All that lovely wood and all that. Those chairs don't look very comfortable to sit on, do they, though? I think I'd like to do my show from in there. How would that go down? English bloke doing this show in the Scottish Parliament and running down Nicola Sturgeon at the same time. Well, she won't be able to see me over that desk because I'm quite short as well. About 5'7", 5'8", I think I am. Chris, have you had to buy bigger shirts since lockdown with all the biscuits you eat? No, haven't bought any new big shirts, Denise. But I've already got a selection of medium and large shirts. We're now on to the large ones. Now, this, I think, is a bit larger than large. But there are now shirts I can't put on. Honestly, there are. It's just one of those things. Bread. I mean, I don't eat massive amounts. Not really. I don't think so. But bread, biscuits. Biscuits is something I started buying, and ice creams. We need to cut it out, dear. We need to cut it out. Absolutely. There's no favouritism here, Jason Hughes, as you well know. John Aitken hates George Blores. The world's full of them, isn't it? The world is full of them, my dear. Jobsworth. Morning to one man and his Sprinter van today. Hello to you, sir. I read Rabies, isn't it? A random act of kindness, says Denise. I do those as well sometimes. To myself, actually. You know, I'm permanently... permanently ordering stuff off the Amazon. Morning to George Bond. Paul and Lou, we were just losers in life. You're not losers, Paul and Lou. It may look like it now, but you're not, my love. Terry H isn't a loser either, are you? Morning, Terry H. Hello to you. Paul and Lou, Denise, do you want my address to send him something? They don't get anything in the post at all, Paul and Lou. You know. Shame, innit, really? Michael has moved from the Sunshine Coast, Queensland, to the new South Wales and Queensland border. I live in the sticks, but I travel once a fortnight to see the other half. Peaceful without him all. Could you send pictures of around your house, Michael? If you want to, that is. We want to see how out in the sticks you are. I get this image of a house in the middle of nowhere on its own. Surrounded by fields, and I think you've got animals and things like that, haven't you? Lots of animals and things. Can we see a picture of perhaps around your house, or maybe even the house itself from the outside? That'd be quite nice to see that, wouldn't it? I'm sure it's not a useless piece of tat, my darling. Morning to Gareth Loxton. Hello to you, sir. All right. I was talking to my nephew. We had a three-way conversation last night on the on Facebook. Facebook chat type thing. We had a three-way conversation with myself, my nephew, and my sister last night. And I'm aware my caravan needs cleaning on the outside. When I closed it down in the end of January, I thought, well, that's one of the first things I must do when we go back up there. Well, we haven't been able to go back up there. Although the Scottish lady, that's what I was saying earlier, they've mentioned, I think, holiday sites. They were talking about holiday, and they gave a date where things like caravans are going to be able to, you'll be able to stay away from home. You know, this is the thing at the moment. We can move around, but we can't stay away from home in another place. Like we could call a caravan I mean, you could live in a caravan, you know, they call it a second home, don't they? And that's what we can't do at the moment. Stay away somewhere else in home. Well, the Scottish have now given, I think, a date for that now. So we are expecting to follow suit at some point, but nothing's been said yet. Anyway, so I was aware that the caravan did need cleaning. You know, you get like that green stuff sometimes growing on a place that's perhaps not hit by the sun. The other side's all right. Well, it's a little bit dirty, you know, with dust from the field blowing over when they do the cutting of grass and wheat and all that sort of stuff. So it does need a little bit of a clean, and I intended to do that. Of course, well, I'm still not up there, and I'm thinking, oh, that's going to be growing a bit more and looking a little bit unsightly. And we want to fit in with everyone else on the site. I don't want to be known as, oh yeah, that's the dirty caravan. Do you know what I mean? I want it to be known as, that's the caravan with all the pretty fairy lights, with the fairy inside. My nephew was on there, and I said, how do you fancy going to clean my caravan? I said, let's open a bidding. Whoever gives me the best price can have the job. So it was him and my sister, and my brother-in-law was watching as well at the same time. So I said, okay, let's start at £20. Deathly silence. Deathly silence. Good morning, Amelia. Morning, Amelia Phillips. Okay. Let's call it £25. No, nothing. £30? And my nephew kind of made a face. Nothing. £35? Nope, still nothing. £45? Nothing. Now I'm starting to sweat now. I'll be honest. £45 and a trip to McDonald's for the family. Nothing. Oh, 40. Now I'm going up in ones now. £46. Nothing. My sister's just sitting there, not a word. £50. £50. Come on, someone must want to do it for £50. Morning, Adrian. Nothing. £50 and a trip for the family to McDonald's. Nope, not a word. Morning to Claire. Morning, Claire. You are showered with goodies now, you know that, Claire. £50, a trip to McDonald's, and all-round sweets on one of my visits, which I get them anyway, to be honest. Nothing. And then my nephew says, you want to add a nought to it? No, he didn't say you want to add a nought to it. He said, it might be more interesting if we get into three figures. Christ, £100? To walk round my caravan with a soft brush and a little bit of water and soap? You must be bleeding joking, mate. Dear me, is Heidi Young there? Is she with us yet this morning? Perhaps she'd go and do it for me. Hi, is Heidi here this morning? Can you go and clean my caravan for me, please? So I said, with £100, would that include the cleaning of the caravan and the putting of my privacy window film up on the side of the windows that look out onto another caravan? He said, no, that wouldn't be included. Jesus, how much money do these people want? So I'll have to do it myself. £100 to clean a caravan. How long does that take? Answer, about an hour. £100 an hour? Even I'm not on that. Yeah, this show will probably be about an hour and a half long, for which I'll be paid £2 today by Peter Wright. Well, so how many shows would I have to do with no guaranteed whatsoever of tips coming in, right? How many shows would I have to do to pay Gary £100 just to clear it? Just to clear it. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 10, 20, 50 shows I'd have to do. 50 shows. So we will be on hour. We're going to do shows right throughout the day from now to try and make that up so I can afford Gary to come and watch the sides of my caravan. Yeah, what we do, I think we'll do half-hour shows every half hour. So I think what we'll do is from tomorrow we'll start 8:45 to 9:15, 9:45 to 10:15, or maybe 9 till 9:30, 10 till 10:30, 10:30 to and I'll just keep coming in. That'd be camp, wouldn't it? Should we try that one day? That could be a laugh, actually. We could try that one day, couldn't we? And then in between, we'd have I don't know what we'd have in between, some sort of countdown clock. The next part starts in, 29 minutes or something like that. Oh, dear. Let's have a look. Gareth, I had mine washed and waxed for 60 quid by our mobile valeter. Oh, well, thank you very much, Gareth. I'll look into that. Yeah, Terry H to do it for 60 quid. Terry H, get down there, boy. Leeds to Lincolnshire. How long would that take? Oh, are you in Leeds anymore? Did you move from Leeds? A lot of people moving around at the moment. Jason Hughes to do it for 99 quid. Peter Wright, 98. Millie Davis, 97. See, it's coming down. It's coming down. Paul and Luke, you're absolutely right. I know, Claire. We used to try hard and win and practically run this YouTube channel for him before this lot from Facebook appeared. I love it. Peter Wright offering 96. Jason Hughes, 96. Oh, we're down to £90 now. Jason Hughes. Peter Wright, 89. Dear me. Jason Hughes has gone right down to £85 now. Shania, good morning, Shania, head of the Catholic Church on the Isle of Wight. Cover the travel expenses and I will do it for nothing. For nothing. There you go. See, we're all in the club, Shania. We're all in the club, my darling. Yes. Once you're in the Catholic club, that's it. You're happy to do things for nothing. Yes. We don't need to charge anyone. Don't cost anything to go to heaven. No. I play the organ for nothing. I don't know when that's going to happen again. I kind of miss doing that. I go downstairs and play my own keyboard, and it's got a very good organ sound on it. And if it's late at night, I put my headphones on so I don't not that the neighbour can hear anything. They're very good walls in these houses. It's not the same as playing it in a church, though, in front of people singing along with you and all that. Not the same at all. Let's have a look. George, do your shows all day, Chris? Well, when would I eat, dear? Look at me now, practically disappearing before everyone's faces. Can you even see me? I've lost so much weight. Oh, by the way, I've moved one of the cameras around. How's that? Is that quite good, that one over there? Hello? Hello? Is it me you're looking for? 'Cause I wonder where you are, and I wonder what you do. Are you somewhere feeling lonely, or is someone touching you? I want to be touched. Can someone come and touch me, please? It's been so long. Good morning to John Paris. He's been milking the cows this morning. Moo. Moo. John Paris has been milking the cows. Thank you, Millie Davis, sending in a tip this morning. Thank you, Millie. Thank you, Millie. Some pounds to pay for your cleaner. Thank you, Millie. Millie, you get 3 free raffle tickets for that, my darling. All right. To try and win this, okay? This is the prize. That's on Thursday. So, as you've sent me 3 tips, 3 £1 tips, I will give you 3 free raffle tickets for Millie Davis. Thank you, Millie. Where are you, Millie? Tell us where you are again, darling. I can't remember now. Millie Davis. Millie Davis. Millie Davis. Millie Davis is right here. Millie Davis is right here. 598 599 and ticket number 600. Yeah. Ticket number 600 to collect. No, I have to do that properly. In Argos, isn't it? Argos. Ticket number 600 to collection point A, please. Do you go to Argos? Ticket number 723 to collection point C, please. Always makes me laugh in Argos, that. Right? So you've got these things. You've got that big counter. There's only you sitting in there. Only you. And they've got A, B, C, D. And it doesn't matter, ticket collection point A, B, C or D, right? And they call it out, and the bloke or lady comes down. There's one dear lady over there, actually. She's been in there for years, Argos. Right? And then they come, always, to the same position on the counter. They don't take it to A, B, C or D. They just give it to you. You know, when I'm called out, I purposely go to whatever letter I'm told to stand at, and I wait there until they come across. Hello, it's over here, sir. It says collection point D there. Well, it's over here now. You're standing at A. I'm supposed to be at D. Oh, Amelia's watching in bed. Are you really? Oh, how lovely for you. Where's your caravan, Gareth? 32 feet long. Gosh. 32 feet long. I was shocked when he quoted 60 quid. I was expecting well over 100 quid. Yeah, I would have expected 100, to be honest, something like that. He used a spray polish. That was a lot quicker, but it was a wash. Did he use, as a matter of interest, Gareth, did he use a jet wash? I wouldn't be using a jet wash on a caravan. You know, I'm sure, especially an older caravan, like mine. You know, mine's, oh gosh, I think it's 1992 or something like that. So it's early 90s, mine, if I remember. I think it's 1992. But, you know, it should be sealed up. But if there's any sort of, you know, seal that's not quite as good as it was, might be keeping the rain out. But a jet wash is a different thing altogether, isn't it? I wouldn't be cleaning the side of a caravan with a jet wash. I've got a soft brush, which attaches a hose to it. And I bought that to clean my solar panels on the roof. It's something I wouldn't do now because it was all right, you know, 10 years ago, 5 years ago even. I'd climb up the ladder and up and down with this brush, a little bit of soap on there, and then just spray it off. But I do occasionally have trouble with my knee, and it's very sudden and it's a very sharp pain depending on how I move it. One of the things that seems to set it off is coming downstairs or a ladder. And if I was coming down and I got that sharp pain, that could be quite dangerous. I could fall off the ladder. Hopefully there would be a camera standing by to film that and desperately try and increase the viewership on this show, love. We just about struggle to get to 10 sometimes, don't we? But, and so I don't do it anymore. But my lovely window cleaner, Mark, who's he's actually Babe Station Pearl's son. Babe Station Pearl lives 3 doors away. Her son, who's married, he's got his own family now. I think he's got to 50 now, actually. He's up and down all the time, and he climbs on the roof and cleans them for me once a year, which I think is very important, you know. Millie's in Stirling in Scotland. Oh, that's how you know it. Hollywood. I love Scotland, Millie. I think it's a beautiful place. You're in Stirling. I did actually think about selling up here and moving to the middle of nowhere. I really did. I don't know if you know this, but I've told it a couple of times. A few years ago, I looked at this place. It was right at the top, right at the very top on the coast, slightly to the left, whatever that area is there. Carmarthenshire, is it? Does that sound about right? Something like that. You'd know, Millie, because you're Scottish, obviously. But yeah, it was right up there, sort of to the top and then slightly to the left. And there was this house there. It was £100,000, right? Bearing in mind, I'm down south, so I'd be quids in. Like, you know, a third the price of this, probably. Maybe not a third, but about two and a quarter times less than this one. And it was a lovely place. It was 2 bedrooms. It had a little conservatory on there. And over one side, you saw the North Sea. I think it's the North Sea, is it? Is it North Sea? And on the other side, fields. And just to the left, you could see a little, very small collection of little houses, old houses down there. And it was £100,000. And there was a little road that led up to it. And I thought, how lovely is that? And I thought, I knew it would be windy. And I thought, well, that's ideal. You know, you can have your own little wind turbine there, free electricity. It's going to be fairly windy there, I would imagine, most of the time because of the position of it. But then I thought, I know that you have some serious weather there in the winter. And once that comes down, that's it. No one can get to you and you can't get to anyone. So I kind of went off that idea a little bit. But I did think about it. I kept looking at the pictures and I'm thinking how lovely it must be to live there, completely cut off. You know, quite lone. You know, once you've been on your own for a while, I think something like that, it does appeal to you, especially when you see some of the trash walking around somewhere, dropping their blooming rubbish everywhere and shouting and screaming, people are rowing. I can't bear it. I like a bit of peace and quiet. Do you know what I mean, Millie? I don't know what it's like where you are. Maybe you're in a city or something like that. But I can't remember the name of the area now. Good morning to Sean Pye joining us. Morning, Sean. Morning to you. John dreamt about Paisley, my home. I should have asked you, John, of course. Hometown in Scotland. Last night, I've not been back since 2000. Gosh, that's a long time, isn't it, there? Sean says I might need a stair lift to go up the side of the house and clean the solar panels. I could do it. You know, you can get those towers, can't you? You know, those sort of mobile scaffolding type things. That's what they bought when they put the solar panels up. I've had them about 15 years now. I've dirt cheap electricity bills, you know. Do you want to know what my last one was? Hang on a minute. Last electricity bill was... I get mine monthly. I'm with Shell Energy at the moment. £38.49. That was the 22nd of May. So I'm just due another one now. £38 was my electricity bill. That's for a whole month. Not even £10 a week. It's good, isn't it? Eh? Very pleased with that. Can't complain about that. Morning to Gary Butler. Morning to you. Dave-O blew a seal once and got arrested. Good. Serves you right. There you go, Gareth. No jet wash. Just hose pipe with nozzle. I wasn't that confident with him using a jet wash. Did he offer to do it with a jet wash? I wouldn't be either. Yeah, John Parrish, jet wash will break your seals. Yeah, I wouldn't do it like that. Absolutely. No. Millie, that's the trouble with the Highlands. The weather is so terrible. You should come up. I'll buy you a kilt. Scotland is beautiful. Those Highlands are absolutely stunning. Years and years ago, I did a gig up there. It was someone I knew, and his mum lived in Braemar. Okay? So he had this idea of hiring out the sort of parish community hall that they had in Braemar. I think it was a community hall type place. And I'd go up there and DJ, and he knew this band, again from London. Right? So, and he'd put this little show on for the locals and sell tickets and pay us, and that was it. Anyway, so we met in Hammersmith in the morning, I think about 6 o'clock in the morning. The show was due on at 8 p.m. and we all piled into this van and up we went to Scotland in this van. Oh my God, what a journey. And then, so the main roads are bad enough. They're just boring, aren't they? Right? And eventually, good morning, Maureen. Eventually, we got to the Highlands. And of course, once you get there, we just round and round like this, you know, going for this heathland and didn't see anyone for miles, really. And we got there and we thought, well, we'll get there and have a little bit of a rest. Thank you, Gary. Yeah, are they on sale again, Gary? I'll have a look at those in a minute. Thank you, Gary. Thanks, Gary. Went round and round these up, not necessarily mountains, just going through all this heathland for ages. We got there about 7:30. Just about had time to set up and started. And what a journey that was. And he'd booked us into a hotel as well. Not to stay the night, but to get there and have a rest and then start. Well, of course, we were too late for that. Oh, what's that calling across my wall? That looks like a blooming ant. Why is there an ant in here? Was it a fly? Just a minute. Where's that there? I've got to wait for it to come down the shelf. Get away. No ants in here, is that it? Oh, look, ant here. Ant in here. Oh, I need to go and wash my hand now. Just a minute. I can't bear it. I've touched an insect. One moment, please. Back in a moment, dear. Talk amongst yourselves. Might be carrying a virus, that, mightn't it? So it might be carrying a virus. Very important. Very important to cleanse. Cleanliness is very good, as you well know. And we did the gig, which wasn't that good, to be honest. Then we finished the gig. And then we drove home. So it was something like about 10:30 at night right? And that's when it finished there, something like that, and decided to drive home. And there was someone outside who got really drunk, Scottish lad, and the police work completely differently there. They're kind of outside and they're just making sure everyone's all right. And they said, "Where are you lads going?" "Well, we're going back to London." He's like, "What, now?" And, "Well, yes, we're going back to London now." "Okay, he's a bit drunk. Could you chuck him in the back of the van and drop him off on the way there?" "He don't live too far away from you and you're on the route." "Yeah, okay." So we chucked this bloke in the back of the van. Didn't know who the hell he was, but the policeman seemed to be all right with him. And off we went, and we came back. Oh, my God. I was so tired, and I fell asleep in the back of the van eventually. Really. And we don't know. This van was old. God knows how it made the journey there and back. And that was my memory of Braemar. I didn't really have any time to go and see it. All I know is that it looked very beautiful as we were driving through the heathland and all that. Just stunning. Dave Moses says his hose pipe is blocked, or just a small trickle comes out. "I'll have to get someone out." That could be an enlarged prostate gland, Dave. Have a little word with your doctor first, all right? And see how that goes. Good morning to Heidi Young. Morning, Heidi. Morning, Heidi. And morning to Mick Davenport. He's a bit late today. Morning to you, sir. Adam the plumber, when you wash your hands just now, Chris, we didn't hear you sing happy birthday to you twice. Coronavirus. That's because I haven't touched anyone or been touched. It's very disappointing, really. You know, very disappointing. All right, some stories for you here. Have you ever thrown anything away by accident? I'm sure you have. You ever thrown anything away by accident? In this morning's Metro, kind-hearted binman rescued hundreds of pounds of birthday money with a needle in a haystack operation. Operation. Yes. Refuse collectors went the extra mile and unbelievably located the £450 in piles of rubbish for someone before being applauded as they returned it to her the same day. What a bunch of mugs. I would have kept that, wouldn't you? Just imagine all the super chats you could send me for that. £450, thank you. I could afford to have the van cleaned 4.5 times by my nephew. Unbelievable. The teenager had been celebrating her 18th birthday at her home in Yarm, North Yorkshire. Oh, Yorkshire, hang on. Yorkshire, one minute. Yorkshire. Just a moment now. Where's the ITV? There we are. No, it's that one there. Okay, I'll just do it a bit again. The teenager had been celebrating her 18th birthday at home in Yarm, North Yorkshire, on Tuesday. When the bins are collected in the area, she had been given the cash by friends and family to help pay for a holiday after the lockdown is lifted, but the whole household flew into panic mode. After realising the envelope containing all the money had been chucked out with the wrapping and collected by Stockton Council's refuse crew. Oh dear. The mum called the council for help after an unsuccessful attempt to stop the bin crew before they left. She explained if there was anything they could do, and the council worker said she would try but couldn't promise anything. At that point, we thought we'd just lost it, and I poured myself a big stiff drink and sat outside, saying to myself, it's just money. She continued, I was thinking, how do I tell all those people that sent her gifts in the post? But after hearing about the issue, the rubbish collectors began searching through the tip for a yellow bag containing the envelope. How exciting. Have you lost anything like that? You ever chucked anything away by accident? That same evening, the crew drove back to her home to drop off the cash which they had found. To rapturous applause from the people on the street. I love it. Have you ever lost anything like that? A vast amount of money or something? What do you think? Eh? Let's have a look here. The ant could have been infected. Possibly Mike Responto. I don't think it was an ant. It was a little fly going around there. Good morning to LaBelle, your emerald-eyed prince of many colours of magic. I close my eyes, drew back the curtain, to see for certain. Perhaps you'd like me to sing that today. Would you mind, darlings? Would you like me to sing a song? Claire, years ago my partner had the chance to work in Aberdeen and we nearly moved there. When I realised how badly it would affect my parents, I couldn't go. Wouldn't want to leave my garden now either. Yeah, that's what holds... I think that's what's holding me here, my garden. The garden, well, and the house as well. I love this house, really. But the garden, I've spent so much time and effort making it kind of how I want it. You know, it's difficult to leave. I think some people become very attached there. My mum was the same. My nan was the same. She had a blooming place in Beckham. You know, it changed in the time she got there. It got rougher and rougher. But she wouldn't go. Wouldn't leave her house. Millie, I've thrown out my purse once. It had £600 Christmas Club money for my workmates. Oh, my word. I have to say my sergeant was very understanding as I work on a front desk for the Scottish Police. Oh, well, you'll know about that, what I was saying there about Braemar. The policeman there, he was very nice. Ever such a nice man. And he wasn't concerned that the bloke was drunk. He was just concerned that he couldn't get home and asked us to drop him back, so we did. Different way of doing things, isn't it, really? A Scotsman should be placed on higher pedestals so we can see what's up his kill. Oh, I don't want to know your perversions, Daniel Woodhouse, dear. There's plenty of websites that you can go on to see that, all right? John once threw a boomerang away by accident, but it came back very good. Please don't sing, says Sean. Life is hard enough at the moment. Sean. Oh, can we push this joke? Can we push this joke? Can I push a joke to you, Sean, or not? Answer me that question. And then blame yourself afterwards. Yes or no? Mandy, I will not tell you what my grandfather used to find in the bins when he was a bin man in the 70s. Oh, I bet some awful stuff. Morning to Mr. Media Mate, just joining us there. Good day to you. Peckham, no, not Petcham. Peckham, Peckham. Are you from Peckham, John? Are you from Peckham? That's where I was until 1969, whereas I was about, 7, I think, when we moved from South. Morning to Ray Reynolds. Morning, Ray. Happy Bounce Back Friday is in the house today. Good morning to you, Ray. Hello, little Ray. Ray Reynolds is in the house and his ukulele, and he is cleaning those windows, boys and girls. Perhaps here, Ray, do you want to come and clean my caravan for me? 50 quid. 50 quid. Sean Pye says yes. All right, Sean. Now, it says here, please don't sing Laugh is Hard Enough at the moment. Sean, I'm going to make you an offer today that you can't refuse. I won't be exact with this. There's a certain service that you're going to be at soon. I'm going to offer myself to sing at that service completely free of charge. There you go. There you go, my friend. That's what friendship's all about. I'm going to offer my beautiful voice to sing at the service that you're going to be attended soon. Are you liking the sound of that? That's made your day, isn't it, eh? Has it made your day? Eh? Now, what would you like? That's the question. The question is, what would you like me to sing? I think, I'm not so sure you want something too religious. Sort of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor. I could wear this as well. I could wear this. Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat is kind of a halfway, isn't it? You could do that as perhaps a religious song or as a pop song as well at the same time. So that is the song I'm recommending for you on this occasion or on the occasion. Or if you've got a better idea, please speak now. And I shall attempt to learn. I shall sing it live for you today. Live for you today, perhaps. Okay. Peckham, Bermondsey and Catford. Well, I didn't know that, John. We lived in flats, Commercial Way. We lived in St. George. I think it was St. George's House, Commercial Way. And my nan lived in Hardcastle House, which was just behind a little bingo place which was on the corner there. All right. He says no. Oh, I'm very surprised at that, Sean. Oh. Is it because we can't have too many people there at the moment, Sean? Oh, that's the reason, isn't it? In normal thing, if it was like a cathedral, you would want me there singing, wouldn't you, my love? Eh? Adam, when I was in the Scouts, Cubs, do your best. We will do our best. I promise to keep the Cub Scout law to help other people and protect the Queen. Can't remember the rest of it now. When I was in the Scouts, says Adam, I had a red and black checked coat. I always used to carry an emergency £10 in the pocket. Be prepared. Anyway, it got lost when I was sorting out at a jumble sale. 2 years later, it came back. What, did you buy the same dirty old coat that you chucked into the jumble sale? The £10 was still in the pocket. So happy I got my jacket back and the £10. What, no interest? Oh, how disappointing. Yes, Millie, I've got a caravan. She's got a mobile caravan, a tow around one, yeah? I go round all the caravan sites up here. They're beautiful. Just some castle ground sounds so peaceful. That's me, Millie. Peaceful. You don't think I don't like noise. I know I sit here talking crap for an hour or so, but actually I don't like noise. No, don't like noise at all. Denise has put all the ironing in a black sack before once I had the chance to move it. Hubby took that and all the bags to the charity. She lost all of her decent clothes to a charity. Ray Reynolds, can you sing the 1812 Overture? Very pleased to do that for you. Ba 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 There you go. There's your song today. Performing the orchestral version there of the 1812 Overture just for you. There you go, Ray Reynolds. All right, my love. Let's have a look. A crap singer? It's that I'm a crap singer? Sean, you must have someone else's audio on. I'm a brilliant singer, my darling. As noted, look at the amount of people that have paid me to sing on this channel recently. The most recent one, the delightful Mick Davenport, who requested a song yesterday and got it. Huh? Thank you. St. James Road, christened in St. James's Church. Is that the Catholic one? Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? It may well have been St. James's Church. Don't know. Can't remember. They had a priest there once, Father Gallagher. And he came to Roehampton. Father Gallagher, lovely man. He had some sort of sinus thing, and his words didn't always come out very legibly. But he was a wonderful man, Father Gallagher, and he died in Roehampton. They had a burglar broke into the priest's house while we were there. He bumped into the burglar. Not literally, but I think bumped into the burglar, and he was so frightened that he had a heart attack and died. He was a lovely man, Father Gallagher. Such a nice man. I don't know if that's the one you knew there. What is a snowflake for? I'm not quite sure what the snowflakes are. People that are upset easily, Daniel. You know, they're offended by everything there is, dear. Everything there is, you know. Everything they're offended by, dear. You know. Anyone going to... Cats' rights matter. Cats' lives matter. And they're taking the mick, putting a picture of a cat on a box of Frosties. We need a left-wing group to sort that out, please. Thank you very much. Hey, who wants to do... Who's left-wing on here? Yeah, Dave, you can sort that out. Dave-O, can you set up a Facebook group, please? Cats' lives matter. And we need to start groups of people protesting that Terry the Tiger must be removed immediately from the front page of Frosty's packets. It's outrageous that Kellogg's are using such a disgusting thing to abuse the rights of cats on the front of their Frosty's boxes. It's outrageous. Come on, Dave-O, you're a lefty. Can you set that up for us, Dave? That's... Shania played the 1812 Overture on the violin with a cannon. What, like Canon Simon? or an actual cannon what fires those balls out. Millie's offended at being offended. No, it's usually the younger people. It's the millennials that are the problem, Millie. They're the ones that are doing all the damage, the blooming millennials. And the kids below them are just following them, dear. That's the problem. John, my mum put a bin bag outside the house to take to her local charity shop, which was of clothes. My dad put a bag out for the rubbish. Somehow the rubbish went to the shop and the clothes went to the tip. Oh, dear me. Right, another story here. B&M employee. See, I would have found this very amusing. In the Daily Mirror today, this bloke, B&M, you know, they sell all sorts of stuff, bits of food, don't they, and household goods, they do. I go into the one in Skegness. Last year we went in there, it was really hot and all the chocolate was melting. Every time you picked up a chocolate bar, your hands just sank into the packet. A B&M employee X-rated tannoy announcement has left people in stitches, but others don't quite get the joke. Ollie was working at a shift at the bargain store when he decided to make things a little more exciting and used the tannoy to share a rude message. At first it sounds like he was trying to help out a customer who had left their car lights on, but there was a very rude hidden meaning. Ollie claims the prank got him fired, but the company has since confirmed that wasn't the case and he did it when the store was closed, but it is still very funny. He made sure to film the moment and share it to his TikTok account. We have the queen of TikTok on here usually, Rachel. Rachel is queen of TikTok. I actually got sacked from B&M, so don't let this flop, but he didn't get sacked. He's a liar! Liar and a cheat! We need Piers Morgan immediately to interview him and shout and scream and moan at him until he admits his guilt. Guilty of love in the first degree. Last night I was... He's guilty. He says across the tannoy, and I don't know what he means by this, to be honest. I don't get the joke, to be honest, but here we go. I'll do it with an echo. This is a customer announcement. Oh, we need a ping pong, don't we? Bing bong! This is a customer announcement. Please could the owner of a white BMW number plate NE14ABJ please come to the front of the store as you've left your lights on. That's NE14ABJ. Thank you. Boom! Boom. I don't get the joke. Sorry, I don't get the joke. The prank has been around for years, apparently, and it's often played by supermarket assistants as the setup is perfect. Since it was posted to TikTok, queen of TikTok, Rachel Wheatland, it has been viewed almost 700,000 times. You can only ever dream of such numbers of people watching this programme, dear. It's received 65,500 likes and hundreds of comments. Many users found the prank hilarious, with one person saying, I'm creasy. But there'd be some snowflake on there moaning, weren't they? Oh, that's really not funny. Why do you find that funny? Because it's funny. It's funny. If you don't find things like this funny, I think you're on the wrong channel, to be honest. Thank you. Oh, there's a super chat coming in from Adam the Plumber. Thank you, Adam the Plumber. Sent me a £10 super chat. You must be desperate for one of those cups, Adam. Are you desperate for a mug, darling? Eh? Blah, 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 blah. Still owe you an afternoon tea, dear. Hope that'll happen soon. Adam the Plumber. I'm going to put you down as Adam PL just to save time and writing tickets. I hope that's okay, Adam. There's lots to get through on the show today. I don't think I'm going to finish this show today, to be honest. I can't see it happening. I think this is going to roll into tomorrow, today's show. Hopefully my mate will come round and bring us a cup of tea, a little bite to eat, something like that. Adam PL, Adam PL. Adam PL. Very generous this morning, Adam. Have you won the lottery again? Oh, hush my mouth, darling. Adam recently won £200,000 million on the lottery. Did you know that? I don't think I was supposed to tell you that. But don't start sending me begging letters. The vultures are back, Adam. The vultures are flying, darling. Anyone who's... No, I won't say that now. There we go. 601 to 610. Going in, our Super Chatter ticket retention unit. Just a moment, let me tear off your free raffle tickets. There we go, darling. You send me a tip, I'll send you a free raffle ticket. There you go. All going in our Super Chatter ticket retention unit. There you go. Was that for the song, Adam? Was that for the song? Did you enjoy the song so much? Are they banning tomato ketchup as it's offensive to red people? I don't know any red people. Oh, what? The people that have been on the beach. Dave O's not a lefty. He uses both hands. Are any videos of that, Dave? Of you using both hands? If so, please don't send them. Amelia is a lefty. Good morning, Amelia. We're all welcome here, darling. Don't you worry about that. We don't worry what way you swing on this channel, as long as you're not offended. If you're offended, be offended even more. That's what we want. Shania, can I get away with not being a millennial? I was born in 1996. Ooh. We might have to have a vote on that one, Shania. That sounds like a millennial to me, Shania. Very, very worrying. I don't remember turning on that air conditioning. Did I turn that on earlier? I can't remember now. Mick wants a toilet break. Off you go, Mick. Take your little thing with you. At work, Mike, we used to ask the tannoy girl to put a message out for Mike Hunt. She soon cottoned on. It's very easy to say that one. I used to do a music show on CMP radio years ago. That was run by the bloke who's writing the bingo software. Actually, he's about 70% done now. He was telling me the other day. He had this radio. It was one of the first internet radio stations, CMP radio, and there was always people sending messages for requests with names like that, trying to trip me up. Always doing it. Please bring me sunshine for Sean and Mick. I'm very, very happy to do that for you, Adam the plumber. Stand by, please. YouTube for Sean and Mick to bring a little sunshine into their lives. That's what we've got to do. We've got to carry on, my darlings. Through all the doom and gloom, we have to carry on, my loves, all right? Shine. Let's see what we got here. Brass bands, maybe. Let's try that one. Let's see who's playing it. That looks about all right. Carnival Morecambe. Yeah, there we go. That'll do us. We have to find someone who wouldn't be having the copyright. University of Sheffield. Oh, that looks good, that version. Let's try it. Hang on a minute. One moment. Let me get my words. Bring me sunshine. Sean and Mick are now sitting down looking forward to this performance of the day. Yes. Bring me sunshine. Shine it. Lyrics. There it is. Stand by, everyone. Here we go. Chris Reardon and the University of Sheffield Brass Band performing for you live this morning a song as paid for by Adam the Plumber. Here we go. Oh, I don't know this version. No, don't like that version. Let's change that. We'll change that. Don't like that version. Let's try another one. Carnival Morecambe. Let's try this one. Who's this lot? Boris Productions. Oh, this is interesting. Here we go. Let's see it. Have a listen to this one. It has to sound right, you see. Bring me sunshine. Bring me fun. Bring me laughter. All the while. In this world where we live, there should be more happiness. So much joy you can give to each brand new bright tomorrow. Make me happy through the years. Never bring me any tears. Let your arms be as warm from the sunshine up above. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love. Bring me sunshine, bring me sunshine in your eyes. Bring me rainbow from the skies. Life's too short to be spent having anything but fun. So much joy bright tomorrow. Make me happy through the years. Never bring me any tears. Let your arms be as warm as the sun from up above. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love. Bring me sunshine, bring me sunshine, bring me love. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Yeah, there you go. Chris Reardon and the Carnival Morecambe Brass Band performing live for you. Live, boys. It's not the Spice Girls. We don't just do mime, dear. Or Cheryl Cole. Mime. All live. Nothing pre-recorded here. There you go. Did you enjoy that? Thank you. There you go. Always happy to sing a song. Always happy to sing a song. There we are. Oh, did you enjoy that, my love? Excellent. Right, what else have we got here? Thank you for your clapping and your applause. Can we have some likes, please, for that? That's the little thumbs up underneath the video box. Can we have some likes for that song in exchange for that song, as well as £9.99 from Adam the Plumber as a super chat? Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Millie. Just a little bit of fun. Oh, Peter met Eric. Good morning, Peter Pallywalder. They were concerned about you yesterday. I'm telling them you've got a bad back. How is it this morning? Your bad back. Is there any improvement there? It does take a long time for a bad back to... it's usually a muscle spasm, isn't it? Met Eric Morecambe Park in the Hotel Cardiff in 1969. Oh, you lucky thing. What a wonderful pair they were. Morecambe and Wise. Do you know, there's this bloke on the radio, Nick Abbott. He doesn't see while Morecambe and Wise were funny. You hear these, and they're usually millennials. I'm sorry, Shania. They don't understand what the humour was on Morecambe and Wise. Now, either they weren't funny, or these people are as thick as two short planks who don't find the amusement. They really... Isn't it sad, isn't it? Isn't it sad there are so many people out there now who just don't get humour? How sad is that? And they're usually the ones on marches and sticking themselves to lampposts. They just don't get humour. I think it's incredibly sad, that is. Once you've lost the humour, what is the point in going on, eh? Oh, I don't know. Right, Alan Sugar. Now, this surprises me. In the Sun this morning, businessman Alan Sugar has sparked anger. I'm just trying to be angry. I'm doing anger. Anger. Has sparked anger after suggesting lockdown in the UK should be lifted because he's not dead. Voicing his thoughts on the coronavirus pandemic to Jeremy Vine, the multimillionaire implied Boris Johnson was being too cautious over lockdown restrictions. During the interview, the 73-year-old also claimed that no one knew he had caught the virus, leading him to believe that the worst of the crisis was over. The Apprentice boss also suggested that the UK should follow in the footsteps of the United States and France and reopen all businesses. He said, "Who's dead? I'm not. I'm still alive. My wife, thank God, is still alive, so everybody else knows I know too. No one has caught anything." So he says, so I suppose it is a bit of a clue that says maybe we have reached a peak. And maybe it's time for us to follow in the example of America or indeed France that have opened up, or indeed Spain. So, I mean, he says because he's not dead that we should open up again. And I'm sorry, no disrespect to Alan Sugar. I have great respect for someone who's done so well. But he says he's not dead. Well, I'm looking at his pictures. He looks dead to me. He's one of those people who actually looks dead, even though they're still alive. Well, there's a few people I know like that. There was David in Hemel. We haven't seen David in Hemel for ages as well, have we? He actually looks dead. He used to come to the karaoke and I thought, my God, we've got someone dead singing today. How very strange and mysterious, don't you think? Claire, one of my favourite comedy moments was Shirley Bassey walking around with a lump of polystyrene on her leg. Yes, in Morecambe and Wise, they don't make them like that anymore. Yeah, that was from the stairs, wasn't it? She'd fallen down the stairs, Shirley Bassey. Oh, such funny things. How lucky we were. How lucky we were in the 1970s to have people like Morecambe and Wise, the two Ronnies, Cannonball, Little and Large, all those people. What we got now? Ant and Dec. I mean, you can't compare the two, can you? You can't. Ant and Dec, they're all right, but they're not Morecambe and Wise, and they're certainly not the two Ronnies. Oh, I don't know. Mick didn't like the singing. Well, go then, Mick. Switch off, darling. You won't be missed. No one will miss you here, dear. Let's have a look. I'm only saying that because he's only saying it because he wants a new apprentice. Do you think so? The two Ronnies were the best, says Daniel Woodhouse. Absolutely. Absolutely. Peter's on a slow recovery. I thought so there. Someone did a breakfast sketch on YouTube as a tribute to Morecambe and Wise. Oh, that was the best sketch ever. The Morecambe and Wise breakfast sketch to the music of the stripper. And they had the toast coming up and with a knife and things like that. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, someone at my house. Someone at the caravan. Let's see who it is. So it looks like probably a bird flying over the caravan. Let's have a quick look. Oh, it's just windy. There you go. That's my caravan at the moment. Look. Nothing there. Nothing to complain about, dear. Oh, yes. We're covered in cameras and all sorts of things here, my dear. Don't worry about that. But that was absolutely the best sketch for me that they ever did. The breakfast one in the kitchen. I think it was one of the Christmas shows, wasn't it? I shall never forget that. Never forget that. Eric Morecambe once filled the TV Times with chips. He didn't realise there was so much in it. 4 candles and fork handles. 2 Ronnies. Wonderful. Wonderful. You must do a Morecambe and Wise breakfast TikTok. That would take some planning, but it's possible, yeah. What a lot of fun that would be. I might just try that. Larry Grayson was brilliant and shut that door and enjoy the generation. He was great, Larry Grayson. He was really great, wasn't he? Yeah, gosh. Paul and Lou watched Ken Dodd on the YouTube. It was fantastic. Again, one of the brilliant comedians of all time, these people. You know, the ones on the telly now don't do it for me. The worst one of the worst comedians of all time has got to be that Keith Lemon. He just leaves me completely cold. Completely cold. The younger people love him. They think he's hilarious. I don't get it. Don't get it. A caravan YouTuber by the name of Andrew Ditton. Okay. Andrew Ditton. Do you know, I can't wait to look at that now. Can't wait to look at that. Les Dawson as well, playing the piano badly. Great. Anyone been to Greg's yet? Has anyone been to Greg's yet? Come on, Jason Hughes. Have you been down to Greg's yet, darling? It says in the Sun today, after 3 months of lockdown, Greg's finally opened their doors yesterday. The High Street Bakery has reopened 800 branches for takeaway and delivery orders. But I love the humour. You've got to have humour. Even in the worst of times, we need humour. Already yesterday morning, customers were queuing up to get their pastry fix, but branches aren't the same as before. It's had to introduce new rules in branches to keep customers safe while it trades during the pandemic. To encourage customers to follow social distancing and stay 2 metres apart, the bakery has put up fun signs telling customers the distance is equal to around 15 sausage rolls. Please keep 15 sausage rolls apart. I love it. Social distancing rules will make the queues to get into a branch longer than normal, but don't be put off, it says here. Like many retailers, Greggs has put up perspex screens at the tills to reduce the risk of spreading stuff. Face masks and gloves. Branches have been told to up the cleaning game as well. More frequent checks, hand sanitizer stations already. Please pay by card and not cash. They don't like cash anymore. It's carrying this virus on it. Only a limited menu, seating store areas and toilets unfortunately closed. But the vegan sausage rolls and donuts, steak bakes are all there, okay? Just Eat do it. It's £3.50 extra if you want to use Just Eat as well. So I quite like that. Keep apart 15 sausage rolls. Perhaps I could have pictures of the sausage rolls on the ground so you know where you are there. Eh? Ken Dodd beat the tax people. Well, I remember that joke, Peter. He came on, he was doing an interview possibly on, I think at the time it might have been Nationwide or something. I can't remember what it was now. But he came on one of the magazine programmes and he was being interviewed about the tax because he'd just finished with it. I think he'd just finished being done by the tax people. And he said, well, of course, you know, years ago, tax was only 1p in the pound. I thought it still was. And I howled when I was watching that. Howled. Yeah, we do bad things sometimes and we get caught for it, but you've got to turn that into a joke as well and just be done with it. Paul and Lou, Keith Lemon just isn't funny. No, I don't think he is. Keith Lemon's only redeeming feature is that from Yorkshire. He's just not funny. Yeah, Denise doesn't get Keith Lemon. Ken Dodd is a trained opera singer. Is he really? Tears, wasn't it? Tears and Happiness. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba, happiness. Happiness, that one as well. Wonderful. Larry Grayson lived in near Bristol. Is that right? Used to come in to the chip shop where I worked. Oh, such a nice man. Wonderful on the telly, wasn't he? Andy's Alexa woke him up at 3 o'clock in the morning to horror music. Well, that's funny because I set it for 2 o'clock. You want to check the clock on it, mate? You've got a bad clock. Here's my watch. Shall I see what sort of sleep I had yesterday? Let's see. Let's check my sleep. My sleep last night. I can check that now. Why you would want to do this, I don't know. Sleep. Here we go. Sleep. So last night I slept for 6 hours and 10 minutes. I had 2 hours and 4 minutes of deep sleep and 3 hours 55 minutes of light sleep. Is there a graph? Oh yeah, there's a graph. Oh, hang on. Oh, the graph disappeared. There's the graph. There's my graph of sleep last night. The dark things are deep sleep, and the light blue is light sleep. So I had deep sleep very early on. Hang on a minute. What's that say there then? I had deep sleep between 1 o'clock and 1:28. Well, that was practically as soon as I got into bed. Maybe I was very tired. Do you think? I don't know how that works, really. Funny, isn't it? Oh, hang on a minute. Is that it? Which one is it? Yeah, it's that one up there, isn't it? Oh. Sleep duration. Sleep duration. Where's that? 5 hours and 54 minutes. That's good, isn't it? Oh. And my heart rate at the moment, I would imagine it's a little bit higher now while I'm doing this show, I would imagine. I don't know. Does it say? No, it's not saying. Resting heart rate is 58 BPM. I wonder what it is now. Would you like to know my heart rate now? Is that of interest to anyone at all? What's yours at the moment? Can anyone do heart rates? Hang on, what's that? It's on my little watch here. I touched the heart thing. There we are. Touch the heart thing, and it says, I would imagine it's quite much faster while I'm doing this. 58 says resting. What is it now then? $65. So my heart rate at the moment is 65. It's low, isn't it? It's quite low. That's because of all the exercise I do. I'm going out for a walk later. I hope it's not going to rain today. Couldn't do my walk yesterday or anything like that. Doesn't get Keith Lemon. Adam, would you like me to post the link for the Morecambe, Anderson, Andrew Ditton YouTube video? Yes, please, Adam. We all want to have a look at that. Can you send it on email? And I'll have a look at that, all right? Oh, hang on a minute. We've got a very important super chat coming in this morning, but... wonder what... I heard a dinging sound. Here it is. There we go. I only got one ding then for a moment. What's going on with the super chat jingle? They go mad if that happens. Thank you. Gavin wants a sticker, of course. Gavin, I'll send you 2 stickers, my darling. Just send us an email there, okay? Send us an email and I'll give you a couple of stickers there, all right? I think Dr. Gregorian wanted a couple of stickers the other day. I did say you could have 2, didn't I? You can have 2 stickers if you want. I need to keep a couple back for prizes. I keep meaning to get those done. I'll also give you 4 free raffle tickets for next week's raffle, Gavin, as well. All right, my love? There you go. And you might win the mug. 4 free raffle tickets. For a $3.99 super chat, Gavin Bass is in the house. Gavin Bass. Gavin Bass. Gavin Bass. Gavin Bass. I'll put those in the post for you today, Gavin, all right? There we are. 6:11 to 6:14 for you there, Gavin. Putting them in the Super Chat Ticket Retention Unit. Send me your address and I'll send you a couple of those tickets in the post. I think I've only got about 5 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 left. I've only got 6 left, so you can have a couple of those. Yep, send us your address, Gavin, and I'll sort those out for you. Okay. Oh, I didn't know, Mick, you weren't from Bristol. So angry. Why'd you get so angry? You really need to go and have a little anger management course. I mean, I would imagine that Mandy Davenport is very good in dealing with anger, mate. No problem at all. The Tracks trial was 1989. Okay, that was way after Nationwide finished. That was way after that. Some accountants are comedians, but comedians are never accountants. Yeah, I think you're right there. I think my accountant is a comedian. When I saw the bill he sent me blooming this time, it was more than the blooming tax. How is that even possible? God's sake. Andy at Chubby Brown, very, very funny man. Autobiography, you love Ken Dodd. They usually went to each other's gigs. Very interesting. Roy Chubby Brown does little blogs, little humour. He's hilarious. Such a nice man. None of these people, but this is the thing, like, none of these people ever mean any offence. It's people out there that are looking for offence, and it's getting worse and worse, as you well know. Anyway, we don't want to go down that road. Mick used to live in Warwickshire. Bedworth, Warwickshire, but now Bristol. How you've gone downhill, Mick, over the years is unbelievable. From Warwickshire to Bristol. But there you go, you know, we can't all have sort of lives that improve. Some people's lives badly deteriorate as they go through life, and yours is clearly one of those. He now lives in Bristol. How awful. Lester Piggott got 8 years. What, in prison? Lost his peerage. I didn't know that. All the other jockeys settled. What, he didn't want to pay the money back, I suppose. Got to pay your tax, darling. Got to pay the tax. Denise, you're quite right. You don't get humour like the old days. I've been watching the reruns of Bless This House. I know all the themes. With Sid James and Hattie Jakes. Oh, wonderful, dear. Wonderful. Hattie Jakes. She's been gone some years now, hasn't she? She was in some of the Carry On film. We're waiting for the Carry On films will be taken off soon. I guarantee it. Oh, they're really sexist and against women. No, they're not. They're funny. They don't get it. And all it takes is one person to complain now. Have you noticed that? One person complains about someone and then all the other little followers come along. Oh, they said this. We must all... Of course, it helps if you're young and pretty. If you're young and pretty and you say something and all the other people who are young follow them. Like, you know, if they've... And the reason is... I'll tell you the reason is... The reason, if they follow them, that person who they clearly fancy might notice their comment and they might get, shall we say, something out of it. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. I've come to realise that. And you can see this as you get older. Obviously, you're not following me for some reason. I can understand that. You know, but you see, someone young and pretty... They do a tweeting or maybe a TikTok, something like that, right? And actually, some of these younger people on the TikTok, they say, you know, if you're wondering if you follow me, whether I check back to see what you're like and I like you, then you're right. So they've told us on there. The young people have told us on there. That's why you follow someone like that, young and pretty, because you actually quite like the look of them and you want to get something out of them, and you hope that they will notice that you've followed them. Doesn't work with the older people, I'm sure it doesn't. They hope that they will notice that you followed them, have a look, and they might like you, get in contact, and you'll get together. That. That's what it's all about, and that's how they do it. That's what's going on. I'm sure it is. Peter Kay is my favourite. Now, Peter Kay, he's not old, but he is very, very funny. I'll be honest, I didn't enjoy the car karaoke thing. That wasn't for me. But his thing where he does other stuff, hilarious. Peter Kay, very funny. I got a feeling he suffers from some sort of depression. I get the feeling Peter suffers from depression. You often find that with very funny people. It's a shame, really. Look at old Robin. Robin Williams. Look at him. What more could someone want? Hugely popular, big, massive star, loads of money. Anything he could have, anything he wanted. Killed himself due to depression. It's a terrible thing, that depression. You never know who's got it. It tends not to be the people who are on Facebook every 5 minutes moaning that they've got depression. They're not the ones who are worse. It's the ones who are standing there happy and smiling all the time. They're the worst ones, the ones you've got to look out for. The people on the Facebook, oh, I'm suffering from depression today. Well, you think that's attractive, do you? They're not. I don't believe they're the worst ones at all. You turn on the television. Those people that are on there happy as a sandbag, they're the ones who are suffering from the depression, not the ones who just want the attention all the time, Every 5 minutes they've got some new disease or someone's gone from their lives. So every 5 minutes there's a new piece of depression. Virtually every message they put on the Facebook is a depressive message. I don't think they're the worst ones. It's the ones that are on the telly or on the radio, something like that, and they're happy all the time. There's your problem. But they slip through the net. Morning to Dr. Gregorian. Too late for me to ask for stickers. No, you can have two if you want to. You can have two. You can have two, Dr. Gregorian. You can have two, but I can't give you any more than that because we're running out of these. All right, my love. We need a multicolour Manilow song for the end of the show, says Martin. I've set up. I've got. Look here, Martin. Look. One over there now. Yeah, one over there. One over there. Oh, one over there. There. Cameras everywhere, darling. BBC television, do me a favour. This is a professional. It's not an amateur setup. I keep telling people we have. You're very late to the show today, Martin. Very late. Well, how disappointing. You just don't get the support from brother-in-laws and sisters anymore on this programme, do you? That support has gone now. It's all gone. So Martin's actually a silent viewer, believe it or not. He's often there sitting quietly on the side. We have had a song we don't like to overdo the singing, if I keep singing, people will just want it all the time, Martin. You know that. People like Mick Davenport will practically be throwing his pension at me. Wouldn't you, Mick? He'd be throwing his over 65 pension at me to constantly sing during the show. And, I have got very delicate vocal cords, as you well know. I'm not known for using my voice for long periods of time. I'm really not. My throat has to be looked after and lubricated at all times, dear. That's what... Oh! Look, you want me to be dead, don't you? You want me to be dead. No one's reminded me for my 10 o'clock pills. See, you want me to die, don't you? That's what it is. Oh, there we are. Look at the life bounce back into me like that. Portaloo, Ken Dodd once said they stole that idea from me, referring to the Inland Revenue and his self-assessment of income tax. You see, you just know that those tax people, most of those people who work in a tax office, I think they're probably of an age, so they will get humour. So probably the person that done him probably watches him and thinks what a great man he is, but, rules are rules, aren't they? PayPal, Denise. There you go, darling. That's the PayPal there, my love. If you can't send a super chat and you want to send a tip, you can do on PayPal as well. If you want to, No one's dragging you, kicking. Pay that money now. No, it's only if you want to. Because if I don't put it up, you don't know it's available. So that's there, okay? What you need to do is type that into your address bar. Don't type in paypal.co.uk and then type in that, because that won't find it. Type in exactly that into your address bar and that'll find it there. All right, that's very kind of you. Thank you, Denise. Just a second, my love. Let me just scroll down. Can I have 2 free stickers as I've done super chat? No, there's no more left. That's it now. I've got to hold 2 back, I'm afraid, Peter. I've got to hold 2 back for the bingo, Peter. That was the last 2. There's two there for Adam, 2 for what's his name. Oh, then I've only got 1 left now. I've only got 1 left. Oh no, I've got 2 left. So I've got to hold 2 back for the bingo. All right, as I mentioned. Okay. Oh, Hattie Jakes wasn't in Bless This House. Oh, okay. I must be confusing there. Okay. Right. Let's just scroll down. We've gone a little bit funny. Thank you. Good morning to 8 News Australia. Hello. Welcome to the show. Back again for another little bit of a chat, aren't you? I know it's night time. We're a nighttime show in Australia. The guy that used to say, chase me, chase me. Oh, who was that? Chase me, chase me, chase me. I remember that. Nighttime in Australia there. Singing by request. Well, we've been doing that for a while now, Millie. People do ask for a... I can't do every song. Don't know all songs. Certainly can't do any of the modern ones, you know, like Beyonce. No rapping, dear. No rapping. Absolutely not. Okay, Adam's just on the main road going to visit his mum. Near Ray Reynolds' house. Oh, don't knock on the door. He won't open it. Pretend that you've got a poverty parcel for him. Is anyone getting those poverty parcels? I know some of you do. Nothing wrong with that, my loves. If you haven't got the money, accept the help. That's what I say. Absolutely. The main road had been graffiti. Oh, dear me. Well, that's the sort of place Ray Reynolds lives. Disgusting road. Hard to let properties. Dreadful place it is. If you die, can I have managers' calendars so I can burn it? No, it'd be buried with me. Thank you very much. Got to be buried with my Barry. Thank you very much. Let's just scroll down a little bit. Duncan Mayhew. Chase me, chase me. Wonder what happened to him. And I'll tell you one that you haven't mentioned. Mike Yarwood. Oh, brilliant. I was really sad what happened to him. He hit the bottle, didn't he? Old Mike Yarwood. Huge star. Huge star in the 1970s. And I remember seeing him some years ago, perhaps on the One Show. Or something like that. I think it possibly the One Show or something like that. And he... they interviewed him and he talked about... He had the drink problem and all that business years ago, of course. And he said, if anyone wants to employ me, I'd love to be on the telly again. And no one did, unfortunately. But that's one of those things, isn't it? Very sad, really. Just going to put up the link to the thing that Adam the Plumber's just sent through. He just sent me through that. That's the link for the Morecambe and Wise, Ditton and Davies Morecambe and Wise kitchen sketch that they've done, which was the funniest sketch for me that Morecambe and Wise ever did. So thank you very much for that, okay? Right, are those stickers any good for fixing the shed? Possibly. They're quite sticky. They are sticky. If you put them on the car bumper, I would imagine they would stay there for some time. Yeah. Hattie Jakes was in Sykes. Thank you, Andy. Again, great entertainment, Sykes on the telly. Yeah, we remember all that stuff. Another story here, tech news for you in the Daily Mail online, and you just know where this is going to go. Anyone on Twitter? I'm on there, but I don't really join in anymore. It's just a nasty, nasty place, Twitter. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, disgusting, vile people on there spouting off vileness to each other. Awful. And it's going to get worse. Twitter, in the Daily Mail, has started rolling out a voice tweet. Well, you can just imagine the language we're going to hear on that, can't you? They're rolling out a voice tweet feature that lets users add up to 140 seconds of audio to their posts to give them a more human touch. Currently, the ability to compose voice tweets is only available to a small test sample of users, but the feature will eventually receive a full release on the Apple Twitter app. Voice posts will appear in Twitter timelines along with traditional tweets and will be represented by an animation featuring the poster's profile picture. Oh, it's just going to get even worse now, isn't it? Can you just imagine the language on that? I think we'll keep off that one, people. Twitter's where you go about talking about what's happening, said a spokesman. Over the years, photos, videos, the little moving pictures and extra characters have allowed you to add to your own flair and personality to your conversations, but sometimes 280 characters aren't long enough and some conversational nuisances are lost in translation. Starting today, we're testing a new feature to add a more human touch to the way we use Twitter, your very own voice. Well, I don't think we'll get involved in that at all, to be honest. You can just imagine what that's going to be like. It's bad enough seeing what people post on there, you know, their various messages and things like that. Just awful. Nope, don't think I'll be going down that road. What about you? Anyone on Twitter here at all? I am on there, but I only really post. I used to join in some of the conversations, but quite frankly, they're just vile on there. You know, not for me, I'm afraid. Mike Rees-Ponto used to do Hattie Jake's cousin. He ran a gay club in Portsmouth. Martha's, I remember that. Is that gone now, Martha's, possibly? I think that might be gone now. Andy agrees about Twitter. It's awful on there. Just awful. Millie, the stories we hear about young people committing suicide over Twitter bullying is heartbreaking. You know. It really is. I think adding voice to Twitter is a bad move. I think you should close the whole thing down. I'll be honest with you, Millie. I wouldn't be on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or anything like that if it wasn't for the shows that I do. All this spatting off and hiding behind a keyboard. I don't think it's made the world a better place, Facebook, at all. Now and again you get a little survey from Facebook, don't you? Oh, do you think Facebook is making the world a better place? No, I don't. And they are, that, you know, the technology people are the judges of what you say on there. And some of the stuff seems to get through. And then when you are against something that someone's put on there, you get banned. How is it that Facebook has been allowed to judge people? Oh. Mick's on Davenport. He follows. Well, all you see from me, Mick, is me advertising the shows, really, isn't it, on there? There we are. Okay, David Beckham's got a new hobby. Yes, he's been in lockdown at the Cotswolds home for the past 3 months. He's been building beehives. He's been doing beehives, literally building them. The father of 4 was in the zone as he put the hives together in the garden. With Victoria explaining, David decided to start building beehives. Is that your new project, darling? She says. David replied, it is. You'll be very happy when we've got our own honey. Honey, honey, kiss me, baby. Honey, honey, ba, 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 ba. In 2019, David's wife, Victoria, even joked that the hobby was ruining her life as he spent days building a replica Hogwarts castle because he's been showing off his hobbies. And one of the things he said, he's a huge fan of Lego. And you can buy a Lego Hogwarts castle. Costs you about 350 quid. It's really dear. There's some really expensive Lego sets. I think the dearest one I came across was the Death Star from Star Wars. I think that was about 350, 400 quid, something like that. Back in September, the singer shared a snap of David, that's Victoria, as he completed their 8-year-old daughter's Harper's Lego Hogwarts castle. The fashion designer took to Instagram to see a triumphant video of the creation, as she admitted that she was a proud wife, but now is building a beehive as well. They're going to have their own honey. That's all right, isn't it? I don't know if he's going to go down the whole thing there and start collecting honey from it and all that business as well. That could be a little bit of a dodgy thing to do, couldn't it? Being stung by bees and things like that as they fly around everywhere. I don't know. What time is it in the UK? 10:30 in the morning. There you go. 10:30 in the morning here at the moment. 8 News, all right? It's 10:30 in the morning. We're nearly finished now, incidentally. Good. Right, okay. How many we've got? We've got a few more stories to do here. Be careful if you're going to visit someone in hospital. In the Daily Star this morning, and we've heard usually it's cleaners. This time it was the family. A severely ill patient has reportedly died after his family disconnected his ventilator so they could plug in an air conditioner. I mean, why couldn't you notice that someone was dying when you did that? Amazes me, some of these. The man was being treated at an intensive care unit in northern India. According to local media reports, his relatives came to visit him on Monday night. While sitting in his hospital room, they began feeling hot, so made the unbelievable decision to unplug his ventilator machine from the power source. They then plugged in an air cooler instead. Sometime later, the ventilator's battery ran out and the patient's condition quickly deteriorated. His family informed the doctors who performed CPR but couldn't save the man as he died in hospital. Oh my God, blimey, that's in the Daily Star this morning. The family then reportedly verbally abused the hospital staff after his death. Well, it's not their fault. Ventilators, which are used in most severe COVID-19 cases, mechanically pump air into the lungs of someone who can't breathe unassisted to keep them going. They typically need electricity to function, although some can use battery power. So do be careful, my darlings. If you're going to visit someone in hospital, make sure your phone is fully charged and you don't need to unplug anything to plug your phone in. How can someone make that mistake? Shocking, really, isn't it? Cute cats on the same sort of health side. Again, in the Daily Star this morning. And I go along with this. It says, cute cats are known for making us feel better. They certainly are when we're feeling down. And now a group of MPs are hoping to pressure the government to prescribe cats to lonely British people on the NHS. I think this is great. It says, as a cat owner, I've always found great pleasure and happiness from having cats in my life. And I'm the same. I know this for a fact. And can testify to how they can be great companions and provide love, support and enjoyment. And if you've got a cat, you know exactly where this story is coming from. The campaign to end loneliness. So there are 1.2 million friendless older people here in the UK, and the MP claimed cats would help the elderly who find it difficult to socialise. Their survey found 80% of cat owners say the animal makes them less lonely. I think that's an excellent idea, don't you? Giving out cats to lonely people wouldn't cost much, would it really, I suppose, as long as you can afford to feed them. Be quite a nice thing to do. Give out cats to sort of lonely people, wouldn't it? I like the idea of that. Right, one more story, and then we'll do today's bingo tickets. From cats to ducks. This is a couple of weeks old, this particular story, boys and girls. Woman hatches ducklings from Waitrose eggs. Yes, indeed. It's on the BBC website. A woman has hatched 3 ducklings called Beep, Peep and Meep from eggs she bought in Waitrose. Lady from Hertfordshire put them in an incubator. Clarence Court eggs, they're called. In an incubator as an experiment to pass the time. She said the ducklings would live a very happy life with her pet chickens. She's got chickens as well. Perhaps this is something you could do, Denise. How about some more ducks? You used to have ducks, didn't you, if I remember rightly? A Waitrose supermarket said the eggs were safe to eat and entirely indistinguishable from normal eggs unless incubated. It's the fact that they were incubated that go. But they must have been fertilised then, I suppose. I mean, how many fertilised eggs are we eating? There's me as vegetarian. I might have eaten chickens then without even knowing it. She works as assistant manager in a shop. Got the idea after seeing a video on Facebook of someone hatching quail eggs from a supermarket. While I was in Waitrose, I saw duck eggs and maybe thought they would work as well. So I was excited for them to hatch. But I still had in the back of my mind that these are supermarket eggs. They had been collected, bashed around on a delivery truck, then rattled around on a trolley on a shelf, picked up and put down by God knows how many people, so they still might not go all the way. A month After putting them in the incubator, Mrs. Lilo heard a tiny beeping sound and a little white duckling started to emerge from its shell. And then others. So there you go. No need to go round down a local pond trying to nick ducks, which you'll get done for anyway, or spend money on having ducks. You can hatch them yourself from Waitrose eggs. There you go. I don't know if the ones in Aldi will do the same thing. Anyone want to try that? You could try that as well, I suppose, if you wanted to. Denise, loads of ducks. Not sure how she managed that after being cold. Not sure about the story. Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm not sure about any of the stories sometimes in there. Dear me. Alrighty, let's do today's raffle tickets. Who wants a raffle ticket? Speak now, and I shall give you a free raffle ticket, boys and girls. Blah, blah. Raffle tickets are standing by for your acceptance. First of all today, let's have one for Maureen. 102 for you, Maureen. Ticket number 102 on the blue tickets. Who wants a raffle ticket today? Speak now, oh gorgeous ones. Denise had to get rid of the geese. He was violent. Oh dear. Remember, if you want a ticket, you must say ticket please in the chat box, unless you've already sent a email, in which case I'll deal with it straight after the show. All right, Jason Hughes, 104. Diane Jebb, 105. Michael Lawrence, 106. Michael Lawrence, 106. Mick Davenport, 107. Claire L, 108. AMS Clark, 109. John Aitken, 110. Rachel, 111. Denise, 112 for the fridge magnet. That's right, Denise. Ross Herndine, 113. Paul and Lou, 114. Scrolling there, my loves. Oh, is that it? That might be it. Anyone else for a raffle ticket? Please speak now. I've done you, Andy. Andy, you got 103. Andy, got done Andy already. Anyone else for a raffle ticket? I didn't miss Andy at all. Are you paying attention? He's got one there already. Look, he was the second one. It was the second one after Maureen. Look, 103. You paying attention to the show? Oh my God, Mick went fishing and got attacked by 50 geese. Did you get damaged? Yeah, they're quite strong things, aren't they, geese? They do seem to be quite strong animals, don't they? Anyone else for a raffle ticket? Please speak now, my loves. Meanwhile, let's do today's birthdays. Happy birthday on this Friday. I can't believe it's Friday again. Friday the 19th of June, 2022. Mr. John Roger. Good morning, John. Lovely. He does drag as well, John. And I get on very well with him. Good morning, John. Happy birthday to you, Dusty Springs. Morning, John. Roxy Tennant today. She was one of my neighbours in Roehampton. 58 today. Happy birthday, Roxy. 58 today, just a little bit ahead of me there. Brian Reed today, 54 years old. Happy birthday, Brian. John Cooper is 37. He does some YouTube stuff as well. Good morning, John. Happy birthday. 37 today. Louis, is it you, Louis? Yes, it is. Louis Alam. Good morning, Louis. Happy birthday. Haydn Stephen D. Jones is 27 years old today. Craig Lawless today, 47. Nicola Evans, 34, young Nicola. James Greswold. Morning, James. Happy birthday. Mark Alston today, 44 today. Kyle Jones, a young 33. Peter St. James. Happy birthday, Peter. And Paul Cuthill. Good morning, Paul. Are you still in South East London, Paul? Don't know where you are at the moment. Well, you were South East London, weren't you? Yeah, happy birthday to you, Paul. Happy birthday to each and every one of you on this Friday morning. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Alrighty. Denise says the geese are so mean. Ours was huge. We took 3 as rescue. Never again. They were that bad, were they? Gosh. They sound... Mick says they're evil geese. Great big eggs, though. We could eat for a week on one egg, couldn't you? Peter says a woman once hatched a chicken's egg between her breasts. Totally true. Is that right? How funny. Good. Are we done there? I think that's everyone's day. What's that daft noise you made? What one, John? Peter Paliwoda wants a ticket. 115 for you, Peter. 115 for Peter. Ticket Peter Paliwoda. Okay, that's it for the show. Thank you very much, gang. Have a lovely Friday, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning around about 8:45. Thanks for watching and listening. Cheerio now.